studios of WKRC-TV, high atop beautiful Mount Auburn in the Queen City of Cincinnati, on the banks of the mighty Ohio, in the greater Miami Valley, it's TV12's Past Prime Playhouse. Yes, you'll capture the glitter, the glamour, the size, the cries, the laughs, and the cheers of the stars, stars, stars. What a night. Oh, what a night. Let every Saturday night be a Hollywood premiere for you and the stars on TV12's Past Prime Playhouse. And now, your master of ceremonies, Bob Shreve.
With open arms.
Thank you very much, madam. Somebody get that bum out of here. Now, for those of you... Thank you. Thank you. For those... No, you don't. For those of you who in the past have said, that applause up there, that's all tape, that's a thing there, it runs out in there. No, live audience, right? Just a few personal friends stopped in tonight, but I did want you to know. Thank you, Don. Whoa. Oh, wow. That's what the gentleman said when I told him what the movies were going to be tonight on the Past Prime Playhouse. And he laughed. He said, ha, ha, you can't run that. I said, yes, we are, because so many people, thousands of people, have written in and requested a science fiction flick, right? So I said, okay. I talked to, what's the guy's name up there? John Hill, whatever. Very personal, very close friend. Good old, what's his name there? And he said, all right, we'll schedule one next week if that is the way it goes. I said, good. Now, for a second flick, I said, how about something with a foreign flavor? And he said, okay. How about Hotel Berlin? I said, beautiful. That way we get the whole conglomeration there together in one thing on one night. So tonight we are going to see, if you will, Silent Running, a science fiction thing, and Hotel Berlin, and you will hear Jesse Crawford at the console of the Mighty Wurlitzer there during the night. I was going to say, yes, we have to be off of the air at 6 o'clock, Jesse. But we're going to be here live. This is not a tape show. Consequently, we have an opportunity to acknowledge letters and things that, you know, like if we were taping this thing Wednesday afternoon, you wouldn't have that opportunity. So tonight, I would like to take the opportunity. What opportunity? I want to say hello.
I love those letters. Let's find out what you got to say.
Oh, boy!
Mailman, mail today.
I met a gentleman the other night, and he gave me his card here, and he said, I would appreciate it very much if you would mention the Boy Scouts of America, and I said, I'm happy to do so. The gentleman's named Joseph Pruitt, who is the district assistant for the Boy Scouts of America, the Dan Beard Council, and very fine gentleman. Also, a letter from Sadieville, Kentucky. Bless their hearts. Sadieville, that Weird Harold lives down there someplace, or lays down there off of I-75 someplace. I don't know. You'll embarrass me because I don't know. Sadieville lays down there someplace. Huh? North of Lexington? All right, now help me find Lexington. All right, there it is. Sadieville, right there, Sadieville, Kentucky. And that is truly a fur piece from Cincinnati. Very seldom do I ask for donations to the show, but if anyone has a new fur piece out there, would you send it in to me? It's getting a little gamey there.
The preceding program was recorded earlier for broadcast at this time.
No, see, you make a liar out of me. Was that an old tune? You made a liar out of me. I don't know. Well, that goes back with another one that Weird Harold, a song I woke up.
Can't believe it.
Woke up this morning with. To David Brown and John Brown from Sadieville, Kentucky, right? And also I want to say hello to Millie Hughes in Hamilton in Butler County. She watches the show every Saturday night until 6 o'clock in the morning. Thank you very much. And also from Dayton, Ohio, Philip Buck Butcher Brannigan, Marvin Turner.
Wet your whistle.
Chick Donovan, Lewis Haney, Joe Paul, Bill Howard, Snake Brown, Mike Fever. Oh, I got Fever. And a big hello to Big Bill Drummo. I don't know. All right, fly the map there. All right. Okay, to get things off to a really big start tonight, this afternoon I was wrecking my brain, trying to come up with something a little different, going way back, and many of you people would remember this tune. It was written back in 1920 something there, wasn't it, about that year? So if you know the words to it, would you join me in singing about 2 choruses of Margie? I'll never forget good old Margie. Man, what a girl. We didn't know her last name. It was always just, hi, Marge, how you doing? See? All right, so if you're ready for this, Dave. Margie, I'm always thinking of you. Margie, not yet. I'll tell the world I love you. Don't forget your promise to me. I have bought a home and not yet, Harold, everything for Margie. You are my inspiration. Our days are never blue. Because after all is said and done, there is really only one. Oh, Margie, Margie, it's you. Now pick up the footwork.
Didn't we do this last night?
I don't remember doing this last night, but if you want to call it dancing, pick it up, the music, a little bit. You're getting a little behind in the music. Here we go. Pick me up here. Watch it.
Oh. Ooh la la.
Who was the ooh la la? Would you believe out there I never had a dancing lesson in my life?
Well, personally, but of course it's just my own opinion,
Spit it out.
I think it stinks.
Oh, you dirty. One more. Margie, I'm always thinking of you. Margie. As I said, way back in high school, no one knew her last name. She just would come in, go to class, and leave. And it was always, hey, Marge. Good old Marge here. I'll never forget one night at a school dance. Came in. I said, Marge, yeah? Did you have a ticket to get in here? And she said, yes, I did. I said, where's your stub? And she said, right there. Because after all is said and done, there is really only one. Oh, Margie, watch this, Margie, it's you.
She's built strong where the strain is the most.
Yeah, thank you. Now, I want to do this number. Thank you. And I hope the young ladies are ready, because we here on the Past Prime Place always try to go along with the time of the year, the season, and as you all know, next Thursday is Valentine's Day, right? So we asked the Galeburger dancers to come up and do a little number with the costume, the whole bit there. I think you're going to enjoy this. A chorus of 40. Some are younger, but they're ready? Go. The hell's with the music?
boogie woogie.
Somebody said once there, you sneaky thing, Gail Berger wanted to make me look bad on the dancing there. Well, I'll show her something. But I want to thank Gail Berger and lovely, what's her name there, for giving us that little number there, and we'll have one later on the show. But right now it's time to get along to our first flick, Silent Running, if you will, with Bruce Dern and Cliff Potts. Where'd they dig that? A botanist in space is preserving special planets to be replanted on Earth. The drones work for him, but because of the death of his fellow spaceman, he is unable to conquer his hunger for what? Let me see the hand. Right, companionship. So if you're ready for this, part one now of Silent Running. What I'm going to be right back in a moment. All right, roll it, Claudie.
Pioneer car stereo equipment. Priced for everybody's budget, the Pioneer line is available in any number of combinations. For Pioneer speakers, units, and systems, see the experts at Hemsath Sound Centers, Western Hills, Tri-County, and Florence, Kentucky. Get serious. Get the best. A Pioneer super system for the best sound on the road. We're serious about car stereo.
On the door, yes, all right. That's Prime Playhouse there, right. I think I hear someone knocking on the door. Someone's knocking on my door, cried the fair young maiden. Why, it's only... Ah, come on. I don't believe it. Bill Cosby, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? And I was just talking about this gentleman a few moments ago, if you recall.
Yes, in person.
Speaking... Oh, you want
into the mic.
My microphone there.
I was trying to find out what the movie was about. I was watching it, and every time you stayed away so long from the movie, I forgot what it was about.
Well, see, there's a certain thing. We have to show some of the flick.
I saw.
I mean, we can't just, take an hour in between there, but we're going to take an hour tonight.
Hi.
20 minutes there, because this gentleman, as I told you, down to Palace Friday and Saturday, and we were down there, and I cried until I died.
So there...
You have a remarkable mouth.
Really?
Well, I don't know. Can you pucker up? Yes, you can pucker up there.
Pucker up.
Isn't that some...
Overcoat.
And
what was the little girl's name?
Pull my finger.
Huh?
No.
All right. Listen, I am so happy to be here.
Well,
the only reason I came to Cincinnati.
From Des Moines?
Huh? Don't tell us.
This gentleman came clean from Des Moines.
Right.
To appear here on the show tonight.
You should see who's watching over your right shoulder.
Yes, I saw that, and I'm a much better person for it too. I'll tell you.
Do you know what? Do you know the line that I loved was W.C. Fields? I never went to. You finish it. I never went to bed with an ugly woman, but I woke up with a lot of them.
Yeah. Right.
And all you women who didn't like it can say the same thing. I never went to bed with an ugly man, but I woke up with a lot of them.
That's right. And I'll never forget one thing that W.C. said, referring to...
I usually take off my clothes in a guy's apartment the very first time.
Now, you're talking about beautiful young ladies, but that young lady was on the show last week, and you heard what she said there. I mean,
Who was it?
I don't know. She was just coming through. Somebody left the door open. But something else he said about your hometown, and I want to... In fact, they got it on his
tombstone
thing there.
Yeah. On the whole...
Rather be here than in Philadelphia. That's right.
Yeah, a lot of people say
But actually, you're not... Well, you're Germantown, which is right outside of Philadelphia, right? And I wish he's trying to, so we're talking face to face there. I'm sorry that Bill can't tell some of the things there on the show. I said, pull my fingers. But it was a beautiful show. And as I say, this guy has talent up to there. I wish some of us would come out. That's right.
1, 2, 3.
No, we're never going over to camera 1.
Why are we still talking?
I don't know.
Well, let's get a commercial or something. Because my friend Bruce Stern is in this movie. And he went to the University of Pennsylvania.
And that's in
so
Philly?
We should, of course it is. Right across the street from Pagano's Pizza Shop, where you go and you fill up on all of it.
All of the
pizza,
yes.
Pizza, and then wake up at around 9.
With the gas and the
you sit up and you don't know why.
Yeah. Station, man. Let's head out for some pizza or something, huh?
Oh, all right.
Look out. How do you do that?
I don't know.
You don't even move your lips.
No.
And you can do a whole band.
I got a mouth.
I see.
Like I say, whatever happened to those guys that used to do that? You ought to work that in.
Well, Major Bowles took them with him.
Really?
Really.
And they're now long gone there. That's right. Well, yes, and the Bengals will appreciate you wearing the thing there.
This is a Bengal hat, and this is an old one. Is it on
backwards?
backwards?
It's the original. No, that's right.
It must be on backwards because there's no face mask. Maybe they probably played with it this way. That's much better, isn't it?
Well, you could fool me. I didn't.
Well, it would fool everybody.
I wasn't.
If we all came out of the huddle this way, the defensive team would think we're going that way. Right. So just we say, ha-ha, figure this out.
It reminds me of when I was a kid there. I went in this cheap barbershop and told him to fix their hair up there. And a funny guy, he cut it with the part here, across here instead of down there.
No, he didn't.
Everybody coming up whispering in my ear all the time.
Right, saying, where are you?
Yeah, why?
No, in your ear, yes.
Oh,
why not in your nose? Huh?
And that was a... no. Oh, no. It'll be over in a minute. He has those...
Wait a minute, wait. The battery ran down. Yeah, I love that part.
That's why they taper them out there.
Guy came in the bar.
Yes.
And he sat down. There's a dog on the bar. The dog had no legs. She said to the bartender, this dog has no legs. Bartender said, I know it. He says, well, what's the dog's name? Bartender said, doesn't have a name. He says, why? He says, well, you call him, he won't come.
Okay. All right. No, that's beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Yes.
Huh? We'll ask him.
No.
Sir, what do you think?
Look, some wise guy drew a mustache and the glasses on the whole thing. No, I thought you were going to tell the one that expression Shecky Green pulled on Carson one night.
What did he say? I'll be Carson.
The two hearses driving down the street, right? Behind the two hearses, a guy leading a big Great Dane dog, right?
Right.
Behind them, 75 guys lined up, marching along, single file.
Hello.
Guy says, I got to find out what the... Pardon me, sir, the guy with the dog. What's in the first hearse? He says, my wife. He says, I'm sorry to hear that. What's in the second hearse? My mother-in-law. Oh, that's a shame. What's with the dog? He said, believe this, the dog bit both of them. They both died. The guy says, can I rent that dog? He says, get in line, brother.
That's right.
Spitting out words to see where they splatter.
No, that was Duke.
Was it? Guy
But-
came in the bar.
Yeah.
There's a dog on the bar.
Yes, I know. I had no leg.
You kidding? You heard it?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Someplace recently.
Oh, no, Mr. Bob.
And my parents, for my birthday, big deal one day, gave me a dead dog.
Right.
They used to have me go out and drag him every once in a while.
Yeah.
Take him for a little drag on the street. All right.
Now,
Tell
what
you
about your job? What is your job?
Well, it's a funny thing, Bill. Some people say, what do you do? I says, I host an all-night thing there on TV 12 live every Saturday night. Well, what do you do?
Yeah.
And I can't answer it. No, they ask me and I don't know what to say.
Why don't you go to Mayor's Jewelry Store? Do something there.
Now you're using...
Am I?
You're using that thing for something besides a hat rack.
Hello.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go ahead.
It's getting late there and I got to talk.
All right.
Now,
I'll see you.
You
I'll
stay
be
right there.
I'm not going to
and
talk
don't
while
go
you're
away.
doing it.
All
Okay.
right. Isn't that terrific? I don't know what to say. I mean, the guy drops in just out of nowhere, you might say, and mention the fact that we had to speak on behalf of Mayor's Jewelers. But first, I would like to do their little jingle, and we rehearsed this time, so I'm sure I can get it right. So if you're ready for this, all righty, roll it, Charlie.
Your job means credit at Mayor's Jewelers. Your job means credit at Mayor's Jewelers.
Yes, that's right, friends. Your job means credit at Mayor's Jewelers, and Mayor's Jewelers makes credit easy. Not like most places where you have to have credit to get credit. Like they say, if you're old enough to work, you're old enough to have an account at Mayor's. And once you've established credit at Mayor's, it's good for future purchases. No credit checks or unnecessary paperwork. It's there. So when you consider your next purchase of fine jewelry or watchwear, consider Mayor's Jewelers, 508 Race Street. And remember,
your job means credit at Mayor's Jewelers. Your job means credit at Mayor's Jewelers. Where credit's easy.
I got it. I did it. Where credit is easy. That's right. So, friends, stop down at Mayor's on your next purchase of fine jewelry or watchwear. And there's one person probably that you will not see in there this week because he's got to catch an early flight out of here in the morning and go to Des Moines.
Yes.
I don't.
No, I just left.
Where do you go?
I'm not going there twice in 1 year.
Well, no.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Unless you go through customs.
Is that what they say about when you land at the Des Moines International Airport? Everybody sets their watch back about 4 hours. Is that true? People from Des Moines, I'm going to start getting some nasty letters.
In Des Moines? I mean, does this go to Des Moines?
No, they pick us up in Fort Wayne.
Really?
My old hometown.
No, you got to be
No, that
kidding.
town is really laid out beautifully.
Fort Wayne is serious.
Fort Wayne is really laid out beautifully.
So where are you from, Steve?
Somebody close that back door. We have a guest.
I gave my love a cherry.
Really? We have a guest. I don't want to interrupt the thing there. Take the time. The ladies are leaving already. Don't. Oh, you're just going to the. I want to thank Bill because, and you never did get around to telling us where you go. Are you going back to Coast?
Guy came in the bar. There's a dog on the bar.
Had no. Oh,
you heard that?
Well, I'm sorry. No.
No.
If there's one thing that kills me, it's to have somebody come up and say, "Yeah, I heard it. I heard it." You mean that's the one where the guy said, okay.
I'm headed for New York City. Going to New York City. I have a house there. I'm going to walk into it. Open the door first. Walk in. Sit
Say hello
down.
to Camille?
Yeah. Say hello to her. Says, "Here's your check." She says, "Thank you."
And I'll see you in a month.
You did well.
Going back on
now
the road.
here's where you're going tomorrow.
It's terrific.
I'll stay here for a while.
Oh, all right.
Have the people forgotten what movie is on now?
Gee, probably.
Good.
No, it's Silent Running.
Let's go back to it.
Which
do we
reminds
ever
me.
talk to people on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do it after
Lighten
the
up
next.
now already.
The next. Well, they're probably telling us what's going on. I don't know what.
You want to really
we'll talk
set
after the thing.
Set Ma Bell in action down there right now with the calls. Anybody, if I were to say anybody want to talk to Mr. Bill Cosby, call 749-2300. That's all I'd have to say.
Is that all?
And man, that thing would light up like a Christmas tree.
Okay.
Somebody scratched the number out. No, there it is.
Let's
749-2300.
Let's give him some
Mr.
movies.
Bill Cosby live
In
from
person.
Past Prime here on TV 12. All right, we'll get back to part whatever.
Right.
Last part
Senior
of Silent
citizens.
Running.
Late night people
couple of
staying
senior
up.
citizens
There
here.
we go.
Mayor's Jewelers makes establishing credit easy. Not like most places where you have to have credit to get credit. Mayor's simply say if you're old enough to work, you're old enough to have an account. And once you've established credit, it's good for all future purchases. No new credit checks or paperwork is required. Remember, Mayor's Jewelers, where your job means credit. 508 Ray Street, below the Skywalk. Mayor's, where credit is easy. Sun Furniture makes it worthwhile to shop downtown. I'm in the middle of the dining room floor, just one of 8 gigantic floors packed full of quality name brand furniture at Sun's discount prices. Bassett, Broyhill, Thomasville, just to name a few. Come on in and see for yourself. An exclusive Sun value. This 5-piece dinette, 4 chairs and table with marproof top and unbelievably low $88. Sun Furniture makes it worthwhile to shop downtown.
Here we go.
Powder unknown, and then we'll be back to tickle your toes. Intermission, yeah. Intermission, oh my dear. Intermission, yeah.
No, that is not all, folks. What do you think this guy is standing here with his...
All I know is...
Somebody close that door. How'd this bum get in here?
All I know is we found this.
Well...
We found this, and we went out looking for whatever did it.
Well, I can tell you, actually, we got wind of that when we came in tonight, and we knew it was someplace in here.
Yeah.
But,
I know that it's got to be small, whatever it was.
No,
And
it was large.
Was it?
Yes. And you won't believe this, but about 6 months ago, Mr. Red Skelton was up here on the show, and he left that in back on that little ledge here.
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. I would like to have yours.
I was looking for whatever.
I would like to have yours on the wall back there, too.
Well, he sure does smoke them down.
Well, he gets them right down to the, pardon the expression, bitter end. Oh, there I am. I didn't know whom I was talking to there for a moment.
Well, Roy, I guess we better get on over the path.
Yes. Now, perhaps many of you people...
have a drink.
Well, it looks like he just had...
a big orange. Are we on again now for another half hour?
Yeah. Well,
and before the movie
10 minutes, I don't know.
Some of these people get older as the film goes.
Yeah. As the night wore on, her face wore off. Yes.
Right.
Now, many of you would think, coming out in the costumes, that our next flick is a Western thing, right? Wrong. We're going to take you via the magic of television to Berlin. Berleben Sie haben Sie Welle
Lichten Obstnheim.
where we will visit the Hotel Berlin.
Oh, no, it must be Tuesday. Oh,
That's
Mr.
right.
Bob.
No, then it means we're in Yugoslavia or wherever. I don't know. If it's Tuesday, it's got to be Berlin.
I hope so.
According to the schedule. No. But again, for those of you who just tuned in, perhaps you're sitting down in a hotel or a motel and say, what's going on? Who's that guy? Well, we had very honored to have Mr. Bill Cosby drop in tonight, and as you can see, he dropped down a little too much there when he hit the floor.
Now, just look at me. You probably wouldn't think I'd know too much about girls.
Well, I know because I know you, and I know that you do. You have a couple.
Right here.
No, you have one, two.
I got 5 of them. 5 and
5 and a half?
One boy.
5 girls, really?
No, 4. I'm sorry.
Well, you haven't been home neither for a couple of weeks.
No, the neighbors took one. Unbeknownst to you? That's true.
Unbeknownst to him, too.
And on the part of my wife. I see the time is slipping away.
Well, not only that, so are the legs giving out there. But he's had a long day, and I don't want to get, standing up so long here. So
I was at the Palace Theater.
Right.
Which is very old. And I was sitting in my dressing room, downtown Cincinnati. And an old rat come by. Says, you're new here, ain't you? I said, yes, I've been there since I started Friday. He says, well, who are you? I said, I'm Bill Cosby. He says, are you famous or what? I said, I'm famous. He says, well, from what? I said, I do commercials on TV. He says, I don't watch TV.
He said that.
He says, I've been in this building since 1923. They don't have a TV here. They don't have a radio. So he says, I'll come out and see. What do you do? I said, I tell stories. I said, I'm funny. He said, well, I've seen them all.
Oh, yes, Cincinnati, yeah.
So I did that show, and he came back, and he said, you are. I said, thank you. He said, well, he says, I've seen them all, and you are. And then he bit me on the toe, and he left.
Well, that was his way of saying bye-bye.
Yeah, it's nice, too. He had no teeth. He had no teeth.
Well, like something like that, a big rat like that, could gum you to death.
An old rat.
Yeah. Goodness, 1923, that's 57 years ago, right?
That's what I'm saying.
I've never seen an old rat. Yes, I have. It reminds me of a girlfriend, but I'll
They're
get
very different.
Well, yes, he does with that hat, I think. I will
Where'd he go?
I will leave Bill Cosby and, gee, I wish I could think of the television word real quick. Limbo? Yes. I will leave Bill Cosby in limbo for just a few moments while we speak on behalf of Hemseth Sound Centers. Now, I know that many of you out there have visited Hemseth Sound Centers and have purchased 8-track cassettes and what have you, but many of you have not gotten around, oh yes, heard Hemseth Sound Center, yes, but have never gotten around to actually stopping in. And why you don't, I'll never be able to understand, because they are and have been in the car stereo business since like 11, 12 years ago when car stereo first came into its own. So consequently, Hemseth Sound Centers have been racking, if you will, their brains to come up with something to get you people who have not stopped in to do so. So consequently, they are constantly modernizing, updating their stores and showrooms, and coming up with the latest 1980 models of cassettes, 8-tracks, which they purchased at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas just recently. So they have all of that available and on display at all 3 Hemseth Sound Centers. So they finally came up with something. They want you to know that they came up with what they believe is the finest deal that you can get anywhere in the tri-state area, and are going to present it to you today and this week. Now listen closely. Audio Box, what a name, right up top in the business. Okay, they are presenting the Audio Box, either your choice, the Audio Box AM FM stereo in-dash radio with 8-track, or the cassette with a 2-year warranty. These are brand new units. They're not scratch and dent models. They're brand new, offering you this week $119.95 originally. This week, just $57.88. You cannot beat it anywhere in the tri-state area. So do stop in and see the people whose only business is car stereo. Consequently, they know all there is to know about it. Hemseth Sound Center, Casanelli Square across from Tri-County, Bridgetown Road 4373, and the Mall Road Center just down from the Florence Mall. Stop in today. They're open from 12 to 5. Tell them you'd like to see the Audio Box 8-track or cassette for just $57.88. Listen to the girls that are oohing and eyeing because they don't believe it. What happened to ooh la la? All right, so a word to the wise, sufficient. And a word to... Now, just to show you what length of time Bill Cosby does on the stage down the Palace, or did, he lit this when he first came out, and when the act was finished, it was just a little bitty thing about that big, wasn't it? Yeah, just puffing on that booger there, or puffing on that cigar. But it was a terrific act, and I do want to thank them.
Yeah, and your wife is cute, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, your wife is cute. I love to see that.
Well, not that she has in the past either, but when Bill Cosby leaned over and kissed my wife on the cheek, she didn't wash her face all day, and it was 2 days ago. Oh, no,
so
Mr. Bob. Gonna peel it off.
Not a nasty-faced wife.
No, I wouldn't say
nobody
that.
likes a nasty-faced
Because she's
wife.
probably watching. I told her you might be on, and she's propping the eyes open with toothpicks. They're trying to stay away.
I guess she stopped what? What happened?
Smells good.
Ow?
I want something.
Oh, I thought that was us.
No,
anyway, are we going to get back to
Oh, now you better do a little begging your pardon.
Oh, Duke, he was only kidding. I lost my movie page. Well, All right, we take you via the magic carpet of television to Berlin in 1935, where we're going to present a film that was made in 1935 entitled Hotel Berlin. So if you're ready for this, front.
Yes.
Can I carry your bag? No.
Yes, please. Mayor's Jewelry Store
Yes.
is a wonderful place to work. And I'm going to sing the song to you now. And here goes Mayor's for the jewelry store. You're going to buy a little, then you'll ask for more.
Is that beautiful? And the guy just walked in. I didn't know from now, right? Is that beautiful? Come back out here and we'll rehearse the next commercial.
But I told you I'm empty. I don't have to go anymore, Mr. Bob. Please.
Well, talk to Mr. Bale. Oh, I lost it. Well, oh, Mike, wasn't that a beautiful movie? Why, dearly. Yeah, stay awake a moment there. I better shut this off before I start getting some feedback. Think I'll stand up now, Harold? Well, what can I say? It's been a beautiful night. Bill Cosby stopped in. The chickens are doing whatever they do there. But it could only happen on the Past Prime Playhouse. Live, right? 1 minute. So, I would hope that you would join us next week, pardon me, because on the Past Prime, doing it live, you never know who's going to stop in, right? Like next week, Miss Ohio, Kim Thomas, beautiful young lady, is going to be appearing here with us. So I would hope that you would join us and tell your friends that it can only happen on the Past Prime Playhouse on TV 12. So have a good day, have a good week. It's Bob Shreve saying bye-bye. I dearly love all of you. And for the next 7 days, I will be out to lunch. I heard that remark, lady, very funny. You should be on a stage. And there's one leaving in 10 minutes. See you next Saturday night. Bye-bye.
We're TV 12.
TV 12, WKRC-TV in Cincinnati, Ohio. WKRC-TV is owned and operated by Taft Broadcasting Company with studios and transmitter located at 1906 Highland Avenue in Cincinnati. WKRC-TV operates on Channel 12 by authority of the Federal Communications Commission in Washington, D.C. The engineering staff are members of Local 1224 of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. TV 12 is a member of the National Association of Broadcasters and subscribes to the principles set down by that organization in its programming. TV 12 is also affiliated with the American Broadcasting Company, the ABC television network. If you have any suggestions, questions, or comments on our programming, write to WKRC-TV, 1906 Highland Avenue, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45219. We invite you to always turn to TV 12 and have a good day.
Ladies and gentlemen, our